A 72-year-old man walked into my clinic and said, "Doctor, I thought intimacy was over for me until I changed just 4 vegetables in my diet." He wasn't taking pills or doing anything extreme, but his blood flow, energy, and confidence completely transformed. I'm Dr. James, a men's health specialist with over 30 years of experience helping older men reclaim their vitality, circulation, and connection without risky medications. What if the key to stronger intimacy after 60 isn't a drug, a supplement, or a secret technique, but something quietly sitting in your kitchen right now? In this video, I'll reveal the 4 vegetables that naturally improve circulation, unclog blood vessels, including the ones most important for your manhood, and reignite your intimacy. Stay with me because the last one is a forgotten vegetable that works so fast. Even your doctor might be surprised. Before we continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss a tip that could improve your circulation, your confidence, and your connection after 60. If you're finding this helpful so far, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0, and let me know how I can better support your health journey. Now that you know the real key to restoring intimacy after 60 could be sitting right in your kitchen, let's uncover the 4 powerful vegetables that are quietly transforming the lives of older men, one meal at a time. 1. Beets, nature's nitric oxide booster. When I first started recommending beets to older men, many would chuckle. "Beets? Really, doc?" But weeks later, those same men would come back with a different tone. Hopeful, sometimes even amazed. They'd say things like, "I feel more alive," or "My wife and I, we feel closer again." That's when I knew we had something powerful here. Beets aren't just another vegetable. They're a natural circulatory miracle, especially for men over 60. You see, beets are rich in dietary nitrates, and when you eat them, your body transforms those nitrates into nitric oxide. This compound relaxes and expands your blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more freely throughout your body, including to areas that deeply impact your sense of vitality and intimacy. As we age, our ability to produce nitric oxide declines. That's one reason so many older adults experience cold hands and feet, fatigue, and yes, difficulty in the bedroom. But beets can help reverse that trend. In fact, studies have shown that consuming beet juice can improve blood flow within hours. One clinical trial even showed enhanced stamina and reduced blood pressure in older adults who drank beet juice daily. But this goes beyond numbers. When your blood flows better, you feel more energized, more present, and more confident. That's the foundation of intimacy, feeling like yourself again, not just someone surviving the day. It's about showing up fully, not just physically but emotionally too. Beets also protect the delicate lining of your arteries with antioxidants like betalains and vitamin C, ensuring long-term vascular health. They support your heart, your brain, and your hormones. I've had patients tell me that after adding roasted beets or beet smoothies to their diet for just a few weeks, they felt warmth and connection returning, not just in their bodies, but in their relationships. And here's a tip from my own kitchen. Try beet salad with a splash of lemon juice and olive oil. The combination not only enhances absorption, but boosts the nitric oxide effect even more. But we're just getting started. If beets can unlock better circulation and revive intimacy naturally, imagine what happens when you pair them with a leafy green that works alongside them to keep your blood vessels flexible and your energy high. Let's move on to the next vegetable, one that's been quietly helping men feel strong, centered, and alive again. If you're still here and finding this journey meaningful, type the number 1 in the comments so I know you're with me. Now let's keep going and uncover the second powerful vegetable that could help restore your circulation and intimacy after 60. 2. Spinach, the unsung hero for blood flow. I'll never forget one gentleman in his late 60s who came to see me. He had started feeling distant from his partner, not emotionally but physically. His energy was lower, and intimacy just wasn't the same. He wasn't ready to turn to medications yet, so I asked him to make one simple change: eat spinach daily. He looked puzzled, but he trusted me. A month later, he walked in with a smile that said everything. "Doc," he told me, "I feel like something's flowing again. Spinach might not sound exciting, but its effects on blood flow are extraordinary, especially for older men. It's packed with natural nitrates, much like beets, which your body converts into nitric oxide. This single molecule is responsible for relaxing blood vessels, improving circulation, and allowing blood to move easily through even the smallest capillaries. And when that blood reaches all the right places, your brain, your heart, and yes, your most intimate areas, you don't just function better, you feel more alive. But spinach doesn't stop at nitrates. It's also rich in magnesium and potassium, two minerals that keep your blood pressure in check and your muscles relaxed. For men over 60, this is crucial, as blood vessels stiffen with age. Magnesium helps soften them, improving flow and reducing tension. This not only enhances overall health, it restores the physical foundation for closeness and connection. Spinach also supports hormonal balance. Magnesium plays a quiet but powerful role in supporting testosterone, while antioxidants like lutein and vitamin C help protect the inner walls of blood vessels from aging. The result? Less inflammation, steadier blood pressure, and improved stamina in every sense of the word. I often tell my patients to toss a handful of spinach into their morning eggs or add it to a smoothie. Even raw in a salad with olive oil and lemon can work wonders. It's not a dramatic change, but over time it creates powerful results, like stronger circulation, warmer hands and feet, and even a warmer heart. And here's the beautiful part. Spinach works best when it's part of a team. Because there's another humble food that doesn't just help blood flow, it actually helps clean your blood vessels from the inside out. It's sharp, it's ancient, and it might just surprise you. Let's move on. 3. Garlic, the circulation cleanser. Garlic has a way of surprising people. Most think of it as just something to toss into a pan for flavor. But what if I told you this simple, pungent bowl could help restore the very thing many men fear they've lost with age: good blood flow, confidence, and the ability to feel truly connected again? I remember one of my patients, -71 years old, who told me he used to avoid intimacy, not because he didn't want it, but because he felt embarrassed. His circulation had slowed, his energy dipped, and nothing seemed to help. We didn't start with medication, we started with food. I asked him to begin using fresh garlic every day, just a clove or two, crushed and left to sit for a minute before cooking. He was skeptical, but he agreed. Weeks later, he told me, I didn't expect it, but something's changing. I feel warmer, stronger, more like me again. The secret lies in a compound called allicin, released when garlic is chopped or crushed. Allicin helps relax blood vessels, reduce arterial stiffness, and support healthy blood pressure. But more importantly for men after 60, it improves the ability of blood to reach every part of the body, including those tied to intimacy and connection. When blood flows freely, you don't just function better physically, you feel more present, more connected to yourself and to the one beside you. Garlic also has natural anti-inflammatory properties. That matters because inflammation is often what blocks circulation in the first place. By helping reduce this silent inflammation, garlic can restore flow where it matters most, not just to the heart and brain, but to the source of touch, pleasure, and confidence. What I love most about garlic is that it works gently, consistently, and naturally. No harsh side effects, no pressure, just slow, steady improvement. Whether you roast it whole, sauté it with spinach, or blend it into a homemade dressing, garlic becomes more than a seasoning. It becomes part of your healing. And if you're thinking this might be too simple to work, just wait, because the next vegetable doesn't just improve circulation, it can actually increase desire itself. It's light, it's crunchy, and ancient cultures once considered it a symbol of masculine power. Let's talk about it next. If you're still watching and these insights are resonating with you, type the number 1 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. Now let's continue with the 4th vegetable that could quietly reignite your circulation and bring back the closeness you've been missing. 4. Celery, the silent circulation enhancer. Celery may not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think about restoring intimacy and vitality, But let me tell you a story. One of my patients, a 66-year-old man named Richard, came to me feeling disconnected from his partner. It's like the spark is there, he said, but my body's not following. He wasn't overweight. He wasn't sick. He was just stuck. I asked him to add something simple to his routine. 2 stalks of celery every morning. He laughed at first, but he tried it. Within 3 weeks, his energy picked up, his blood pressure dropped slightly, and the warmth returned, not just in his circulation, but in his relationship. Celery is one of the most underestimated foods when it comes to blood flow. It contains natural compounds called phthalides, which help relax the muscles around your arteries and allow blood to flow more freely. That's exactly what older adults need, especially men over 60 who struggle with stiffened vessels and slower circulation to vital areas. When blood can reach every corner of your body without resistance, intimacy feels easier, more natural, and less like a struggle. But that's not all. Celery is also packed with hydration and minerals like potassium and magnesium, both crucial for heart rhythm, nerve function, and proper circulation. It's incredibly cleansing too, helping your body flush excess sodium and reduce pressure that might be interfering with healthy blood flow. There's another reason I recommend celery to men looking to reclaim their closeness and confidence. It contains apigenin, a plant compound that supports testosterone production and reduces inflammation. 2 factors that can quietly drain a man's drive over time. And because it's low in calories but rich in impact, celery is easy to work into any routine. Whether you juice it, dip it in almond butter, or toss it into your soups, it's a powerful step toward rekindling connection. I've seen it happen again and again. Men who thought they were past their prime discover they just needed the right fuel. And celery, believe it or not, often plays a quiet but crucial role. A bigger truth: food is intimacy medicine. Over the years, I've treated thousands of older men, some frustrated, some quietly resigned, and some just looking for a little hope. And one thing I've learned is this: the conversation about intimacy after 60 is far too quiet. Too many believe it's just a part of aging to accept that when the energy fades or when the closeness with a partner feels harder to reach, there's nothing left to do but give up or turn to pills. But that's not the full truth. And I say that not just as a doctor, but as someone who has listened deeply to the fears and hopes of older men for decades. Because what I've seen is that food, when chosen with intention, becomes more than just sustenance. It becomes medicine. Not the kind you keep in a bottle, but the kind that flows through your veins, fuels your confidence, and gives you back a piece of yourself that you thought was gone. Think about it. Each of the vegetables we've talked about today doesn't just improve your blood pressure or help you feel more alert. They do something more personal. They allow blood to flow where it hasn't flowed in years. They reignite warmth in your hands, strengthen your stride, and restore connection in your most intimate moments. They restore the physical foundation of closeness, so touch feels meaningful again, and so you don't have to fear whether your body will respond when the moment is right. The truth is, your body still remembers how to be intimate. It just needs the right support. And that support doesn't have to come from a prescription pad. It can come from your kitchen. I've had men tell me they started feeling hopeful again after adding something as simple as spinach or beets to their meals. Not because it was magic, but because it was a daily act of choosing vitality. A choice to believe that life isn't done giving just because you've turned 60 or 70. That your best days, your most connected moments, can still lie ahead. So when you hear people say, "It's just aging," I want you to remember this. Aging may be inevitable, but decline is not. And sometimes the way back to your best self starts with something as humble as a vegetable, and the belief that you still deserve to feel alive. A better life, one bite at a time. As we come to the end of this journey together, I want to speak to you not as a doctor looking at charts or blood test results, but as someone who has walked beside thousands of men facing the same quiet frustrations, the same private questions, and the same longing to feel like themselves again. Maybe you've been there too. Maybe you've sat alone, wondering why the spark feels dimmer or why your body doesn't respond the way it used to. Maybe you've convinced yourself that it's just part of getting older. But I want you to pause right now and take in something important, something I've seen play out more times than I can count. Aging is not the end of vitality. It's not the end of closeness. It's not the end of desire. It's simply a new season. And what you feed your body in this season matters more than ever. We started today with a simple truth. Better circulation is the foundation of intimacy. Without it, energy fades, connection weakens, and confidence quietly disappears. But we also discovered something powerful. There are natural, accessible, everyday foods that can help bring it all back. Beets, with their nitric oxide boosting ability, help blood flow to the places that matter most, not just for function, but for feeling. Spinach, rich in magnesium and plant-based nitrates, softens blood vessels and stabilizes the very rhythms of your heart. Garlic, humble and strong, works like a cleanser, breaking down blockages and inflammation that silently hold you back. Celery, light, crisp, and overlooked, quietly relaxes arteries, balances hormones, and supports your most intimate needs. These aren't superfoods because they're trendy. They're superfoods because they work. For real people in real life. Men who thought their best years were behind them found themselves waking up feeling stronger, warmer, and more connected. Not because of some miracle treatment, but because they made small, consistent changes that added up over time. I've always believed that food is one of the most powerful tools we have to rewrite our stories. It's not just about blood sugar or cholesterol. It's about the life you want to live, the laughter you want to share, the hand you want to hold, and the nights you want to remember. These 4 vegetables may seem simple, but when used with intention, they can open the door to something deeper. Renewed trust in your body, renewed connection with your partner, and renewed belief in what's still possible. You deserve that, no matter your age, no matter your past. The truth is, it's never too late to reclaim a part of yourself that you thought was gone. The body is capable of healing, restoring, and surprising us when we give it the right support. So tonight, when you sit down for dinner, maybe the table looks a little different. Maybe you had a few roasted beets. Maybe you sauteed spinach with garlic. Maybe you pour a fresh glass of celery juice in the morning. Whatever it is, let it be more than a meal. Let it be a quiet act of hope, a step toward more energy, deeper intimacy, and the kind of connection that lasts long after the plate is empty. Because every bite you take is a chance to choose life again. And the better you feel inside, the more fully you can show up for the people who matter most. You've made it this far, and I believe with the right knowledge and a little daily action, your best days aren't behind you. They're still ahead. Let this be your beginning. If this message spoke to you, take one small action today. Add one of these vegetables to your next meal and feel the difference for yourself. And if you found this helpful, subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell, and share this video with someone you care about. Let's keep this conversation going. Type "I'm ready" in the comments if you're taking the first step toward better circulation, deeper connection, and a fuller life after 60.